are going to learn flowers, which is a very beautiful poi pattern, and it is actually a circle of circles. So your arm is making a circle, and your poi is also circling as your arm is going around. So we are going to start with just our arms, and you can do flowers on different planes. You can do them in front of you, you can do them by your side, and your poi can go all different ways, but we'll learn the way that I do in the routine, which is arm going forward and poi going forward. So first we're just going to work on forward arm circles. I know it sounds kind of basic, but there is something you need to watch out for, which is when your arm is behind you. You want to make sure that you open up your shoulder and your body there. You don't want to do this. You want to be gentle on your body. So when your arm is behind you, just open up your shoulder. Now, a great way to practice flowers is against a wall, because it really helps you stay nice and flat by your side here. If you don't have a wall, you can just imagine a wall in front of you. If you do have a wall, just butt up right next to it and practice your arm circles, and you can practice that way when we are working with the poi as well. So just get comfortable with this, staying nice and flat, fully extending your arm, and try your other hand. Same thing, opening the shoulder in the back, fully extending, staying nice and flat on wheel plane. So now we will try this with our poi. We're going to spin our poi forward. So we're going forward with our poi, forward with our arm. Wheel plane. You're going to start your forward arm circle by actually moving your arm backwards, which is a little counterintuitive, but that will set you in motion to go forward. Go slow, take as many spins as you need, and just start working your way around that circle. You will probably run into trouble at the top, and some weird things will start happening with your plane. That is normal. This is not that easy. So you just want to go slow. In any problem areas, you can just pause, work out, okay, what's going on with my plane? Do I need to shift my hand? Do I need to shift my body? And just work your way around that circle. Again, being next to a wall is really helpful in order to stay nice and flat. And you just want to focus on fully extending that arm. It looks not as nice if you're doing little arm circles or if you're kind of skipping one part of the circle. So you just want to work on drawing the whole circle and practice this until you can do it smoothly. And you want to do the same thing with your other hand. So with flowers, there's a concept called petals, and that is the number of spins that it's taking you to get around. I think when you're just learning, I actually recommend just taking as many spins as you need. But just so you're aware, you could practice different numbers of petals. So you could try to get around the whole circle with just 4 petals or a lot of petals. So it's just something good to be aware of. But I think when you're first starting out, just do as many spins as feels good to you. So when you have both hands going there, we are going to try to put 2 together. Now in the routine video, I do something that's actually kind of tricky, which is I do 2 hands with my poi going split time, which looks like this. That is super difficult, especially when you're just starting out. So I'm just gonna talk about that a little bit, and then I'm gonna suggest another way that looks really lovely and is a lot easier to learn. So if you do wanna work on the split time, you need to have a good split time. And what makes this look really nice is keeping that split time consistent for the whole flower. And what that means is that the whole time around, the heads of the poi are going to meet in the middle there. So when you are going around in your flower, if you look at the heads of the poi, they're always meeting in the middle. If I were to move one over, they're always meeting in the middle. Ah. This is a really hard thing. You just have to drill it and practice it because you don't feel it naturally. So you just have to know what it feels like to keep that timing all the way around. And that's pretty tricky. So what I recommend is actually doing this flower with your poi going same time. So the exercise that I would recommend doing first is just trying to spin both poi, leave one by your side, I'll leave my blue one by my side, and just do the flower with your other hand. And just see if you can keep your poi going same time, So they're going up and down right at the same time. And see if you can fully extend that flower and still do a nice flower. And just alternate trying that on both sides. You can always go back to one hand if something is getting really weird. Again, take as many spins as you want to get around. If that starts to feel okay, then I recommend doing the full arm. So our arms are actually going to be swimming. So our arms will be opposite each other the whole way around. So both poi spinning, same time. You can start your poi at opposite points in the circle, so like one high, one low. And then just start swimming those arms. See if you can keep your poi same time and fully extend. So your poi and your arms will be at opposite parts of that circle. And that is the same time in spin flower. They look really nice, and it's way easier than split time. But it's still hard. This is definitely hard to learn at first. Flowers are really beautiful and they're really versatile. So just enjoy playing around with them, messing around with the number of petals, and just enjoying the motion.